I don't actually know if I'm going to upload this video, but I'm currently in the UK. Just had a week-long ski trip, and I thought I'd just brain dump a little bit because there's some very top-of-mind things going on in my life with our agency, Unorthodox, and what we're doing. And I obviously speak to a lot of business owners on a day-to-day basis and just hear what they're doing and hear what's working with them and hear what's not working with them, more importantly. And I made a video not so long ago basically saying how everyone is just overcomplicating everything, and it's just so apparent to me and so obvious that it pains me to see these people that I speak to just suffering the way they are because they just overcomplicate everything. You know, they're trying to run 3 or 4 different businesses. They're trying to start a SaaS at the same time as starting a YouTube channel, and at the same time as trying to sell high ticket services and a coaching offer, and it's just a fucking mess. And it's like, you don't need to be doing that. If your goal, right, is to get to 10k per month, or your goal is to get to 100k per month, the same rule applies. You sell to one person, one thing, with like one funnel, one process, that's it. You don't need all of these different ways of getting there and doing it. And if you go on YouTube, all you see is this like just fucking huge overcomplication of everything. Like, you have to go and use this software to go and send emails to these people to then scrape leads here and then do a lead list there, or you have to go and follow this formula to then go and do this and go and do this. It's all fucking bullshit. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to do that. It isn't that hard to get to these numbers that you want to get to. It's actually so simple. It's so simple. And the biggest problem that you're probably facing right now isn't the fact that you don't know how to go out there and get leads. The biggest problem is your offer sucks. Your whole fucking product is garbage. Like, you're trying to sell the wrong thing to the wrong person, or you're trying to sell to broke people, or you're trying to run a coaching offer because you're seeing everyone else run a coaching offer and you think that the coaching offer is the best play. But it isn't. Like, there's no wrong or right way of doing these things. You just have to keep it simple, and you have to be consistent at keeping things simple. Like, even with our business, like, things pop up all the time where we have an opportunity to go down a different path. Like, we have a big YouTube channel here, right? We're spending good money on ads. We have a shit ton of leads coming in. We're in a fortunate enough position where we put ourselves in that position to do that, and we've now achieved that, right? But that means that we have all these opportunities that pop up on a day-to-day basis where we could pivot and we could change and we could go and add something here. My DMs are flooded of people being like, oh, can you do another coaching offer? Can you teach us how to do this? And yeah, I could go and do that, and I could probably, you know, add I don't know, 50k a month to our top line very quickly, very fast, with very little effort and no marketing spend. But then it complicates things again. It makes things confusing. It adds that layer of complexity that just isn't needed, and ultimately then just slows us down. So I'm very reluctant to add anything, make changes, you know, add new products, new services, new offers, or even start anything new whilst I'm still trying to build one thing. Because the key thing that you need to remember is you have a very finite amount of focus. You have a very finite amount of time that you can actually allocate to something. And if I go and try to learn how to speak Spanish and I go and learn to speak French at the same time, chances are it's going to take me twice as long to achieve anything, or twice as long to speak one of those languages, because, well, I don't know, you know, I'm not spending enough time learning that one thing. But if I just go all in on Spanish, I'm going to become a fucking español. See? Yeah, anyway, hope that's not offensive to any Spanish people out there. But my point stands. It's like, you shouldn't be focusing on all these different fucking things, because all that's going to happen is you're just going to end up burning out and you're going to be shit at everything rather than being a pro at one thing. And if I go and do a coaching offer and I do a done for you agency, then I'm just going to be splitting my attention and my focus and my time. And this comes from experience. Like, this is what I did, and this is how I messed up. I went down the route of doing the two, and I didn't have the resource and the time and the energy to focus on both. And ultimately, one starts to suffer more than the other until you go all in on that one thing. So the key is focus on one thing. Stop listening to all the noise. Pick one acquisition channel. You don't need to be doing cold outbound, Google ads, Facebook ads, content, all of this stuff. You just need to pick one. You need to pick one that has been proven to work. One paid, one organic, or one maybe cold outbound, depending on your budget level. If you've only got, I don't know, you got no money in the bank, you got no money to your name, you can't afford ads, then don't run ads. Don't do it. Go and send out cold emails. Go and, fuck me, the sun's burning my eyes. Go and send cold emails. Go and do outbound on Instagram, but don't do it for like 10 days and then give up because you haven't got results. But you have to understand there's a ladder, right? You start off, you're going to be shit at everything you start off in, and then you're going to get better and better over time. But to get better, it takes time and it takes repetitions, and you have to give yourself enough time, and you have to be patient enough to say, okay, well, I know that it's going to take me a good few months to get good at this thing, so I'm okay not getting results fast. And as long as you can do that, and you keep it simple, and you don't pivot, you don't change, and you don't keep adding new things and trying different strategies and techniques because you've seen someone else talk about it on YouTube, then you will see results. Oh, shit. And it is that simple. And I don't get why it has to be any more complicated than that. Like, we have one offer, we sell to one type of person, and that's it. We have have two acquisition channels. We have our organic content and we have paid ads. But I'm not out there sending cold emails. I'm not out there really trying to master like short form content. I'm not even really trying hard here on YouTube. I'm just trying to like just give you my thoughts and give you my ideas on what's working and what's not for our own business. And you know, that converts to the people actually paying us a lot of money to help them with theirs. But you know, it is very simple. The complexity of running a business comes when you start to hire in a team and you start to really see, okay, how can I, you know, start getting people that can replace me and start filling in my time so I'm not working so much in the business. That's when it gets complex. But the whole front end of your business should be simple enough, because if you have a complex business and you have all these different moving steps, trying to find a team to manage all of this is also 10 times harder. So everything has a knock-on effect from how complex your business is and how difficult you make it for yourself. Both the amount of money you end up making and also the amount of time you have to spend in your business, as well as also how you actually are going to end up scaling and sort of limits you can take that business as well. I don't know. I wanted to make this video because I just see it so much. Like, there's a guy I spoke to the other day. He's like, yeah, I've got 4 businesses. That's how my brain works. And I'm like, what are you on about, mate? That's not how your brain works. I was like, you're not making any money in any of these businesses. He's like, yeah, but you know, I'll keep getting more and I'll make more. And I'm like, it's just so stupid. It's the dumbest way to think about anything. Like, think about that for a second. You're not making money in anything, so you're going to go and try it in 4 other places. What? Madness. So yeah, my message to you is, if you're trying to build an agency or you're just trying to make any money online, just pick one thing and stick at it, and don't pivot, don't change, don't get distracted by another YouTube video that you're going to watch after this one, where you then go down a route of trying a different strategy or trying something completely new. Like, just focus on learning from 1 or 2 people here on YouTube. Focus on one product or service, one type of client, and one way of obtaining that client. That is it. I'm not here to sell you a course. Go and do that, and I guarantee you that you will see results. And if you don't, come back to me, and then I'll review your shit and tell you you're probably doing it wrong, and then go back and do it again, and you will get results. It is that simple. It doesn't have to be any more complex than that. You don't have to fucking go and spend another 20 grand on courses. You don't have to go and spend another, I don't know, 200 hours on YouTube trying to learn the best way of landing clients in 2025. You don't need to do it. I've just told you how to do it, all right? So good luck out there. I really do hope you see results in 2025. And yeah, I'll catch you very soon. Bye.